Hello, thank you all for coming and being here, listening to this. So I don't have any slides. I haven't really prepared a talk, and we only have 5 minutes. So I'm just going to say whatever comes to mind. How does that sound? Thanks. Okay, so I want to talk about Zcash. Some people might have noticed that the price of Zcash has skyrocketed in the last 3 days. About 3 days ago, it was worth about $40 per Zcash coin, and then today it was worth something like $140 per Zcash coin. So that's cool, but why? Well, I'll tell you why it's cool, but first, people keep asking me a thing I don't know, which is why is it going up? And I have two ideas. One is simple math, which is that the Zcash network cloned the Bitcoin supply schedule, where you get a whole bunch of new coins issued for the first 4 years, and then fewer issued for the next 4 years, and so on. So that eventually there's only 21 million ever, just like Bitcoin. There's only 21 million Zcash coins ever, just like there's only 21 million Bitcoin coins ever. And Zcash is 9 years old. So that's my first answer, is that there's not as many Zcash coins being created nowadays as there used to be. So if you wanted to buy one, where could you buy them from? You could either buy them from a miner, but those are the people who are getting fewer and fewer 9 years in, right? Or you could buy them from a Zec coin holder. And let me tell you, those people are insane. They are, like, people in crypto often talk about, like, community, and I kind of think a lot of times that's a bit of a sham. Like, people could get bonded together by a shared pump, right? But these Zcashers have been bonded together by 9 years of a shared slump, and they refuse to quit because of the values that it means to them. And like Josh Swihart just said, it's simple. The values are just human agency, human dignity, and the consequence of that for society, and which is good. Like, some people think or talk as though there's a trade-off between, like, safety and freedom. Like, do you want stability, or do you want chaos or whatever? And I think that's totally backwards. And apparently the Zcashers think so too. A safe and prosperous and stable society comes from the people. A whole bunch of people who each have their own individual dignity, just because that's right and because that's what's best for humans to live together. So I was throwing my mind back to, like, early days, because I think it shows you how 9 years is nothing for us Zcashers. Oh, geez, wow, I only have 1 minute and 40 seconds left. This is awesome. It's almost over. Okay, real quick, I want to tell you a story about my friend Hal Finney. Hal Finney, as you might know, was one of the first contributors to Bitcoin, and he was a very inspirational guy. And a lot of people think that he was Satoshi, and I really don't like Satoshi hunting. I really don't like, whenever people ask me questions about Satoshi's possible identity, I just don't answer out of respect for Satoshi, right? But I want to tell one story because of Hal, which is he died 11 years ago. Or maybe he didn't die. He was kind of frozen in carbonite like Han Solo. But anyway, 11 years ago, he left us, and I miss him. He was a mentor to me. He was older, he was more experienced, he was a lot smarter, and Hal was super patient. He would teach me things even if it took a long time. The story is, I asked him as he was dying, I said, "Are you Satoshi?" And he said, "No. And I have no reason to lie to you because I am literally on my deathbed." So let's take his word at that and leave his family alone and stop Satoshi hunting, but carry on his work, because Hal said something really important. He said many years before Bitcoin, like a decade or something, before Bitcoin was invented, Hal said, if you see a proposal for an electronic money system, check to see whether it has the ability to preserve the privacy of financial transactions the way paper money does today. If not, realize that the proposal is designed to harm, not help, individual privacy. Hal was the first Zcasher. And I'm out of time, but I have to make it plain. Bitcoin has failed at that. Use the Hal Finney test, apply it to Bitcoin. Maybe it's useful for nation states to trade with each other or whatever, but it is not a payment system that can empower individuals the way the Zcashers and Hal would have wanted. Thank you for listening. Zcash, Zcash, Zcash.